So one of the questions beginners ask is, I've been meditating for so many years. Why do I feel, why do I still feel, angry or depressed or sad? Am I doing meditation wrong? And a form of this question is asked on every forum, Reddit or whatever. And beginners, they think that they've been sold this lie that if you just sit and meditate, Om Shanti, you'll become peaceful. So they try meditation and they don't feel peaceful, and they are asking why is it that? So I want to answer this question. If you've been meditating for many years and you still don't feel peaceful, it's not your fault. You've been sold a lie, a marketing lie, that meditation is a happiness pill. I made a video about this, I think 1 or 2 days ago, that meditation is sold as a happiness pill. If you're sad, you just take and you're happy. That's not what meditation is. It's not a quick fix to happiness. Meditation is a way to discover your true self, your inner authentic self. That's also called your inner Buddha, your inner true self, your higher self, whatever you want to call it. So meditation is a way for us to discover that true self. It's not just a shortcut to happiness. Now, our true self is a happy being. It's a being made of joy and peace. But getting to it is not an easy or it's a very painful process. The reason it's painful process is because we have to look at the ego, our false self, the one that keeps us stuck in suffering. Now here's the sad truth, here's the harsh truth. It is the false self, the ego self, that wants enlightenment. And this is a form of spiritual ego. So instead of, for most people it's like, can I get a bigger house, bigger car? Can I get $1 million? Can I get a beautiful wife or husband? And they're running after something else and they'll grab it, thinking that it'll bring them happiness. So this same egoic self at one point decide, oh, now I want enlightenment, it'll make me happy. You see where this is going, right? It's always grasping at something. Give me this, give me money, give me a beautiful partner, give me bigger house. And now I want enlightenment. And that's the problem, right? The reason we suffer is because the one that wants enlightenment is the reason that we are suffering in the first place. And it's like there's a murder, but the chief of police who is investigating the murder is also the killer. So in this case, the ego is looking for peace, but the ego is the one that's the cause of our suffering in the first place. That's why just sitting for meditating for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 hour won't bring you peace. Because the one that wants the peace is the reason that you're suffering in the first place. I know this is going a bit too deep. Most beginners are like, I don't want the philosophy, man. Just tell me the secret. There's no secret, man. You have to meditate. You cannot, once you start the process, you can't stop, I'm sorry to say. So you'll have to go through it. You'll have to go through the fire. But don't do it for, some shortcut peace. There's no shortcut to some no enlightenment that will make all your problems go away. It's a long-term process that will take years and years and years, and you just have to work through it. And you will find true peace once you find your true self. But it won't be your egoic self. It won't be the part that lives in your head that finds happiness. It'll be this part, the egoic self will have to take the lower seat, the inferior. It'll have to become the junior partner, as it were. So this is a slightly long answer to a very simple answer. Why don't I feel peaceful after meditating? Beginners ask, why do I feel angry, irritated? And the reason is that the part of you that's meditating for enlightenment, that's the part that's causing the problem in the first place. And the solution is just to work through it, just to keep going it. Eventually the ego will dissolve. Eventually you will feel peace. But the process to get there is very painful, and you have to accept it. The sooner you accept it, the better it will be. It's not painful the whole way. There are times when it's very peaceful and joyful. But there are times when it's very hard as well. I've been meditating for like 20 years now, and it's still hard for me at times. It can still leave me in tears, and that's just the way it is. That's the path. We'll have to walk our own path. Anyway, this answer, I wanted to give a simple answer. That beginners ask, but there is no simple answer. Hopefully I'll try to make a simple answer in the next video. Cheers.